Come on. Don't do me dirty. Okay, time to hope it isn't loud enough for echo. If it is, I'm going to apologize ASAP. Wait, is this thing on? Judging from the angle it is. Hold up, gotta make sure it's actually got sound. Oh wait, this one's a little low. Okay, well, just give me a bit, send the link out and hope, yep, there's sound. And hope it doesn't do the normal Twitch thing of being a jackass. Yeah, it's gonna be a jackass today, I guess. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm going to try and wrap up Veilguard today. And I'm going to attempt to wrap up, maybe do some more shit on one of my alts. Because I can assure you, one of those alts is very much me amusing myself by being a sadistic asshole. This surprises absolutely no one that's known me for more than 5 minutes. I say that with deadpan because it's true. If you've known me long enough, you just know I'm a sadistic bastard. Put me in a game, give me something stupid to do or sadistic, and I'm probably gonna do it. Like drop kicking things off of as many cliffs as possible, and testing what I can drop kick. Especially mages. Fuck them guys. Or fucking what you call them. Sorry, my mind's a bit of a mess right now. Some people cross some lines they shouldn't have, and I'm kind of pissed off still about it. Let's see. Continuing. Almost done sending it out, I swear. I'm sorry it always takes me so fucking long to do it. Boy, don't you start with me, phone. And let's see. And one. Yeah, one last. Let's see. And yeah, one more and then I'll be good to go. Hey, don't fight me, phone. And yeah, shit. I almost forgot two of the places I meant to send it. Ignore the sound of any cans cracking. That's either soda or energy drinks. Please, Lord, have mercy on my cursed eternal soul. Nope, wrong button. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay. That's with the party. And we're gonna beat the dog water out of a god. Now, I was sorely tempted, make no mistake, to stick with, to reset basically an entire fourth of my skill points here. Like, you have no clue how tempting it is to be a shit. Because I picked Mournwatch background, Death Caller. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea right now. I'm about to face the final boss, and while bosses in Dragon Age typically have a bunch of ads, they also hurl a bunch of other enemies at you too. And the issue here is, well, I have to basically refund this entire part of the tree manually, because you have to refund linked abilities. Like, I can't just refund this, I have to refund everything that branches off from it. And when you purchase a full tree like this, as you can see here, it takes a while. As fun as the Antivan Crow Spellblade is, luckily that doesn't cost anything extra. That also lets me get away with dropping one of these, because I'm not likely to wind up using them. Yeah, that was 15 skill points. I don't like using that, but these are going to be fun. Now, admittedly, many of these do give a bunch of pros and cons. But this will also give me the opportunity. Yeah, see, like, if I don't have mana, I'm going to be sapping my health. But I'm going to be constantly leeching too. And if I just drop one of the other offshoots, like Killer Instinct, like, I can drop this entire quarter of my tree right now. The only reason I'm not going to drop, like, Chain Lightning, and I'm more likely to drop Traumatize here. Actually, I think I only need one skill point to completely retweak this. Yeah, I only need the one. So what's going to happen here is we're going to end this on the note of irony. Corrupted Ground, Crypt's Herald. Let's see. Now, all of my area type abilities, or all of my blast type abilities specifically, crit if an enemy is considered low health. So this, if an enemy is considered low health, will insta-crit. Because of this. It only applies to cannon fodder, but they are always considered to be at low health. But the thing is, with this, I'm going to be constantly triggering takedowns. And constantly getting kills off of these takedowns. And the only thing I really need to worry about is having some kind of overwhelm or weaken applicator here. Or a sunder detonator. Like, I can drop this. And... or I can drop Corrupted Ground here. Because, once again, Ice Blast is a weaken applicator. This is an overwhelm applicator. But because I plan on using a, Duration Blast, Area Strike, Control Blast. Yeah, I need at least one area. Right here. So this will deal necrotic now. Because of one of the passives I just purchased.
How's things back home, Emmerich?
Outbreaks of malicious spirits, panic at the eclipse. The Watchers are helping keep order. Fortunately, we're not as vulnerable to darkspawn as some other kingdoms.
You can't blight what's already dead.
Ah, speaking of which, some of the same undead you stopped during the War of the Banners and now tasked with supporting our living legions.
It's probably for the better I'm not home right now, then.
Best to let our undead gentry sate themselves in war.
Oh? Dear Professor Volkarin, your preserved heart, liver, lungs, and other diverse organs have been stored in this urn as requested. Vorgoth and I hope that it will serve as a treasured memento in your many years to come. With warm regards, Watcher Myrna, Keeper of the Seals. I mean, he's a lich. He does not need any of those anymore. Which is absolutely demented, of course, but still. Next up would be... Ah, come on. There was a shorter way I could have gone. Next up, Tosh. And I hate to sound like a dick, but they're basically the token Qunari of the game. It sounds rude, but in every game, aside from 2, maybe, I haven't played that one, you have at least one Qunari party member. In the first game, I think it was called Lothric, something like that. The first town, if you can find a guy in a gibbet, and if you decide to take him out, confer with the town and take him with you, well, he's your Qunari. And even says as much. I am Sten, of the Qunari Vanguard. He was funny because he learns a little outside of the Qun and develops a sweet tooth and taste for cookies. But then in Inquisition, you had the Iron Bull. Mercenary, company leader, still loyal to the Qun unless you make a certain call. If you make that call, he gets outcast from the Qun but keeps his mercenary company. And now you have Tosh. Born to a scholar and raised outside of the Qun, still Qunari racial.
I keep expecting Davrin to challenge me to push-ups or something. Or Hassan to come and ask for a treat.
Yeah.
Those figures he carved? I'll get one of the lords to make more. And print his book. He'd want people to learn to kill monsters. And you were right. He'd also want us to finish the job. So just say the word. I'm ready to find out how to make Elgernon burn.
Yeah, because of my choices on the finals on the island, Davrin died. Like, this is one of those points where, realistically, there are no good choices. Someone is going to get sacrificed, I think, because I'm pretty sure even if I'd picked Harding to lead expedition team, that she would have been the one to go down, to be dead and dusted. Similarly, I feel like Balara would have been the one nabbed here, if I'd picked her over Nev.
Nev meant so much to me, you know? She was my big sister. Not the kind you fight with, but the kind you want to be like. The kind I tried to be to Syrian. But she's gone. Taken by my gods. Nev Gallus. Minrathous detective. And the best friend I've ever had. And now, shit.
It's all right, Balara.
Let's finish this fight. For Nev. And for Davrin.
Yeah, this is the hard point of no return of the game. This entire quest line is basically, or these entire few quests are basically that. Because after the island, you go right back here after some crazy fade bullshit, which y'all would have seen if you tuned in last time and saw it through to the end. And this feels like, again, one of those segments where your choices are going to cause a sacrifice either way, but they will make the call themselves.
It feels so different without Davrin. I can't believe he's just gone. We don't talk about it much, but everyone knows it. We wouldn't be here if Davrin hadn't stepped up.
He was a hero. We won't forget it.
Nev, too. Nev should be here. Elgernon still has her. We'll take him down and we'll get her back.
Just because I know Dragon Age, she's probably already been blighted herself, and we will likely have to face her as a pseudo-boss or mini-boss before Elgernon. That's just the most realistic. Okay.
The fires are lit.
Yep, the fires are lit, all right, and I'm about to light a beacon under that motherfucker's ass. I still haven't actually used the Mythal's Grace I got earlier, so I could realistically get that prepared. Which is absolutely insane, honestly. Okay. Yeah, we're actually going to give this one that stagger enchant. It's on something I don't have equipped, so it doesn't really matter to me. This one, unless I see an enchantment that applies to just my general build, it's not likely to wind up. Like, actually no, that's the one that works the best. And then I have to go into abilities, because it's going to put the ones you have equipped down here, if I recall correctly. No, it's actually going to organize them by... Oh. Well. No, it lights up the ones you have equipped. 10% leech, bonus damage versus low health, which means increasing its crit damage against cannon fodder. That one, if I instead drop that one's enchantment, I can probably deal some more. Oh wait, I didn't bother to see if this one could take the crit damage. Nope, it can only take the 25%. And this one, yeah, we're gonna keep that chilled on hit. Now then, let's see. I plan on bringing Tosh and Lucanis. Overwhelm Applicator, Overwhelm Detonator. We're going to drop that. Because we're going to pretty readily apply Bleeding and Chilled. We're going to give him Shocked instead. We're basically going to apply everything except any kind of explosive here. And deal Fizz in an area. They remove the status and then deal it in an area. Ability crits, reduce cooldowns. There we are. And then Tosh. Gain rally party when killing an on-tom enemy. I'm not surprised that's one Tosh gets. Hey, wait, what? Invulnerable on barrier break, deflect on armor break, immovable on armor break. We're gonna stick with the stagger there. And then remove fire, remove burning and deal fire, because Tosh is an amazing detonator. Also the fact that they're just going to keep it's going to be one of those loop situations. They're going to constantly feed into each other. Lucanis is probably in Nev's room. Yep. Because they started a relationship. And he is furious.
Doing this without Nev.
I'm sorry, Lucanis. I know how important she was to you.
She restored much of my faith in people. I wanted to give her the world she deserved. I was lucky to have her in my life at all. Now, all I have left is to avenge her. We want blood.
She was taken. She might still...
False hope could kill me, Rook.
And I think that's the last of the party now. I can do a quick check of the map. Yep. That is everyone's final dialogues. Here we are. We're off to punch a god or two in the dick.
Thank you all for coming. If we don't stop Elganon today, our world is either dead or blighted. So we keep fighting until the job is done. It's gonna be hard. There's no guarantee any of us will make it.
We're with you, Rook.
Elganon dies today.
Whatever it takes.
Strife. News?
Our scouts confirm Elganon is inside the Archon's palace. There's a giant tendril of blight tethering it to the Divine's manor in Hightown.
Then that's our goal. Reach the city walls and get to that tendril. Emmerich, can we count on more support?
Our fellow Watchers would be honored to assist.
Every remaining Grey Warden will be there too.
The Antivan crews are ready to pay their respects.
And the Lords of Fortune will be there. For gold and glory.
The Veil Jumpers have been in this since the beginning, and will be there for the end.
Solus is our first target. Without his dagger, we can't kill Elganon.
Our scouts last spotted him working with the Shadow Dragons in the western section of Hightown.
Okay, we go in through Hightown.
But Minrathous was built to hold off an army, even before Elganon fortified it. All the gates will be guarded.
Worse than that. Our scouts reported that the Venatori sealed all the gates with those damn warding crystals.
Can the Veil Jumpers disable them?
Venatori magic won't be a problem.
It's still likely to take time. You may need assistance or someone to protect you while you unravel the wards.
Everyone's got Hero of Veilguard. The best choice here is actually going to be Bellara.
Lara, I want you helping the Veil Jumpers.
You can count on me.
The Venatori at that gate will be commanded by a war mage. That's how they usually operate.
If we get rid of the commander, the rest of the Venatori will scatter. Can the crows cut the head off the snake?
Contract accepted.
There's gonna be a lot of guards between you and her. The Lords can clear you a path.
And one of us should be there as well.
That would actually be Lucanis here. So I'm going to have to use probably a
Lucanis,
1-by-1.
How'd you like to kill a Venatori mage?
It would be my pleasure.
One last thing might give the crows some trouble. There's a massive construct tall enough to crush buildings. It's guarding the main gate.
It's called a Juggernaut. I've read about them. Giant siege constructs built to withstand an invasion.
We're gonna need our heaviest forces against that Juggernaut. Evka.
The Grey Wardens have fought ogres and archdemons. We can handle this.
The Morn Watch will lend aid, but against something as large as this Juggernaut, we'll require further assistance. Rook?
Companions, massive enemies, or constructs, which means Tosh.
With the wardens.
Right.
Emmerich, Harding, you're with me. We make a run at the gate, get inside, and find Solus. The rest of you get to the Blight Tendril. Once we've got the dagger, we'll meet you there, and take the fight to Elganon. I believe in this team, in all of us. So let's get it done. We go on my signal.
Time to hope I made the right choices here.
For the living and the dead!
Surprise, bitch.
Get to the warding crystals. Over there.
This is a three-pronged assault, which is absolutely wild.
Let's go!
Focus on the wards. Get to the gate!
Come on, please.
Come on, come on!
Oh no. Tasha's dead.
Cuffs, retreat! I'm coming for you!
Nope. Nope, she is very much alive. And she is gonna be pissed. I honestly thought she was dead there for a moment. But, dragon fire. I mean, I'm going to point out.
It was
Yeah,
close at
sure.
the gate, but we're getting through.
They fought
Mage.
hard to get us inside. It falls to us to carry on.
So, relatively speaking, extremely light armor. Oh, holy shit.
Take him down.
Hey, asshole! Oh, that's strange. Okay, I need to double check my skills real quick here. I swore I grabbed the one that let me use HP in place of mana. If I don't... Oh, it has to be completely empty. Which actually means my big fucking tanks here don't help me.
Apparently, he was helping the Shadow Dragons.
If we locate the Shadow Dragons, we'll soon find Solus.
Our Lady of Victory. That's the name of the statue, right? She's seen better days. Get ready, more Darkspawn!
Accompanied by Venatori.
Okay. You die now. Invuln on demand, losers! The shit? Hey, your friend here? He's about to buff me. Thanks. The crows send their regard. Keep in mind, that's max stacks of that affliction too.
Rassus already suffered under the Venatori, but this is much worse.
I do need to keep in mind that I have charge, which allows me to completely exhaust mana, and that I have that blast there.
And there he is, the demon of Irantium.
At your service. They and I will return to the Crows and help with the fight through the city. You go after Solus.
We spotted him. He's not far ahead. That way, quickly.
This shit's wild, man. Like, I kind of figured this would be an ad.
Solus should be up ahead. Let's find him.
I kind of figured this would be an ad-heavy segment, but holy shit. Also, keep in mind, I have 300 mana right now. Both of my abilities cost about 150, so I have to pop them both off, and then I can start using health.
This is an astounding amount of blood.
I heard so.
If I actually look at one of these, by the way, that's because they all cost 50, but gain 50% defense ignore.
Solus was helping the Shadow Dragons. It'd be even worse without him.
Unless I'm mistaken, the magnitude.
By the power of Rosicale.
Okay, so that passive just isn't working as intended then. Hey guys, look at that popsicle! Modern art. That's actually something worth noting here, too. This, unless it means... Actually, now I need to check. Will it start consuming my health? Yeah. So it's only that starts consuming my health if my mana's empty. That's actually really bad, too. On the bright side, what it does mean is I can afford to refund it, because I'm not really going to do that. And it'll let me either A, increase electric and necrotic res, B, increase my damage barrier, C, increase my control, or further improve my health tank. Or if I'm willing to drop that, because I'm not getting takedowns often enough, then I can turn Ice Blast into a cooldown ability. Which, remember, I do have Ice Blast equipped. And now, as a cooldown ability, it doesn't consume any extra mana. Probably the fucking dragon.
Asher! Get out of my city! Asher!
Did we win?
You're lucky your head's so damn hard.
Tarquin, Viper, you're alive.
Thanks to Solus. He's been the only thing between us and Elganon.
Stay with them. I'm going to talk to Solus.
You are as surprising as ever. Even I could not have escaped that prison. For you to manage it.
Varric believed in me when nobody else did.
He was a good man.
He was always there for me. Except that he wasn't. Because you killed him.
What happened at the ritual site?
I know what happened. I remember the truth now. You did something to my mind to make me keep seeing him.
Yes. I was wrong to do so.
You knew Varric was dead the whole time, but you kept pushing me not to see it. Why? How?
I was desperate. Unless I escaped, the world would fall to tyranny and blight. The only tool I had was my tenuous connection to you.
Blood magic.
As I said, I was wrong.
I knew you'd turn on me. All that big talk about freedom and justice, but when it counts, you're no different from Elganon.
I know. I betrayed you because I believed that only I could save this world. But I have failed, Rook. I have not stopped Elganon. I have not even defeated his archdemon. The victories that have been won since Elganon and Gillenane escaped are yours, not mine. If we are to save this world, we must work together.
I want to pick that one. But this is me.
You've got to be kidding me. You've just finished apologizing for the last time you betrayed me.
I know. I cannot change the past.
How stupid do you think I am? The best possible version of this is that we kill Elganon, and then you finish your ritual and drown the world in demons.
If joining me and stopping Elganon requires the Veil to stay in place, then I will pay that price unflinching. I swear by my own foolish pride, by love for friends I've failed and hurt, by everything I ever held as sacred. I will leave the Veil untroubled. It will never come down by my hand. Now, if you will come with me, I can show you what has prevented me from reaching Elganon. And you can tell me your plan.
Considering I talked to Mythal to get her grace, I might actually wind up...
to get to the Divine's Manor in the center of the city.
And the Blight Tendril connecting to the Archon's palace. Yes, I thought the same. But some intelligence guides the tendrils. It has prevented me from getting closer. If you accompany me, I can finish apologizing for the last time I betrayed you.
There's a large force arrayed against us ahead.
Let us see if they've heard the legends of the threat.
This is also what annoys me. If you refund anything, the game does that. It changes your old out.
Darkspawn.
Oh. Buddy pals, hated foes, opposite all. Watch this. Now, do you see the radius of that attack? I am the ruler of this battlefield. Me eat you whole!
You should never have come to be.
How the... Why the f would it put equipment here? Look at these popsicles, guys! Ow! I'm going to eat your soul now. Actually, okay, I'm going to drop this back for consecrated or corrupted, just because I'll get a little more firepower out of that. Now, what the fuck just got upgraded to a 5-star? Oh, that one. Meh. Now look at the size of this area. Look at this sheer killing zone I have created. Thanks for the meal, bitch! Calling it now, some part of this is going to crumble.
Populates his armies with the cruel and the brutal. No brilliant tacticians, only those he can dominate and those who wish to become like him. But you, Rook, your team is made from the clever, the wise, and the loyal. You honored their strengths to make them yours. And that is why you are going to defeat him.
Like, this is what true horror looks like, because when you've got two totally different fucking... When you've got a battlefield, this basically crowd controlled, it makes for a hell of a show. Don't think I can't pop you from down here. Don't think I can't make that approach, bitch. See, I don't like ranged enemies, because they're always placed strategically to be the biggest fucking annoyance they can be. Unfortunately for that one, that detonation will deal a lot of damage. Oh, and I dropped it into a pit of fire because fuck that guy. Oh hell no, you don't get to move now. Okay, let's see. Shred into Spirit Bomb. Good. Ah. Your soul will burn.
Whatever intelligence Elganon has set to direct the Blight, we are not far from it. Beyond the Blight there, perhaps.
Hey yo! Just pushing for the final rush of the game. Let's see, that would be the most recent. That's nearly 70 hours. Yep.
Do you feel it? The Blight reacts to my presence. There. That must be the source of whatever intelligence guides it. If you can destroy the mind guiding the Blight, we may be able to reach the palace. I can accompany you no further. My presence will only draw the Blight to you.
Yep. Blighted, enthralled.
What did they do to her?
Alright, big guy.
We are out of time. I will defeat the Archdemon. Once Elganon is mortal, the final blow must be yours. I can think of no one better to wield this.
Just make sure the Archdemon is dead by the time I get to Elganon.
You will have what you need.
Oh, that one, no puppy. That is a giant fucking dragon.
Good luck. When next we meet, let us be standing over Elganon's body.
Wait. You know what? No, that tracks. Man's literally called the Dreadwolf. So of course he turns into the same beast you always hear about.
Alright, Solus takes down the Archdemon. That makes Elganon mortal. We kill him with the Lyrian dagger. But first...
Come on, I have to get to them.
Oh, the other one just died to all the dot. That's actually kind of funny. Wait, there's something here. I have gold that I have absolutely zero use for.
Nev, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of there.
Nev is gone. There is only the will of Elganon. Giver of life. And death.
Why wouldn't it be a blighted golem? Those things are already an annoyance. And I... I know, right? And of course this thing made an entire field of popsicles. I swear by the unmaker of all that is good and holy, I am going to beat the absolute dog water out of the next guy to hit me with a projectile. Oh, you guys have both chosen to die then. Okay, cool. Your souls will burn. Oh, I see you. I see you, bitch! Luckily, armor does not regen. Yeah, that motherfucker right there is now a high priority target. Ow. That stung. Invuln on demand!
Excellent coordination.
My build is also one. My build is also one that actually gets scarier the more ads you throw at me, because the faster my ult gets to charge.
Get out of my head and out of my city!
Rook? He had me. I was controlling the Blight for him. It was all I could think about.
It's okay. You're free now. You're safe.
We're not safe yet.
Once Elganon is dead.
No! You can't kill Elganon yet. If you do...
Look out!
Come on!
Oh, Morgan.
Morgan!
Quickly now! Destiny is a heavy burden to bear. And growing heavier by the moment.
Watch it be Lucani's. Yep. It's the rest of our people.
You made it.
Not my first giant monster.
Apologies for missing the War Council. We got inside the city with the Veil Jumpers.
It gave us a chance to finally strike back at the Venatori.
Whatever you did unblocked entrances to the Divine's Manor. It also destroyed some of the Blight.
It'll come back. I can still feel it. I don't think I'm the only mage he used like this.
Nev, you're alive.
Rook got me out, but I learned things in that Blight eruption. We need to talk.
We will. But first, we need to get you to a healer.
We'll take care of her.
Thanks. I'll join you in a bit. Just want to check on everyone else coming in. While we still have time.
Holy shit. Yep. Final push. Is that one? Okay, no.
Elgranon and the Venatori have destroyed my city. This is our final chance to take it back. We will win, Rook, or die trying.
Well, my headset's certainly starting to show its age. Fuck. Okay. Let's see. Well, she can't use the healing ability, so guess we're just going to increase Blizzard. Because really, I don't have a reason to use any of her other skills.
Elganon's magic twists the Fade. Let us see your watcher correct him.
Prepare well, Rook.
Oh, we will. We very much will.
Watcher, Rook. You've prepared a chamber for the dead. I thank you.
They will be taken to grave or pyre once our battle has ended, as their beliefs dictate. For now, they wait, and we attend them. If you wish to pay your respects, please enter.
Yeah, at least a couple of those that were taken out were veil jumpers.
You're dense. Is that a furrow on your troubled brow?
You like my furrow. Called it the thinking man's dimple.
Not in public.
Rook, the Venatori brought death to Enratus. We've made many of them pay, but they still owe us a balance.
You take care of Elgarnan. We'll keep after his remaining followers on the ground. Minrathus, all of Thedas, will remember the crows on this day. Let's see this done.
All of Thedas already remembers the crows because you guys were used as hitmen in a war of succession.
Civilians out through the catacombs. Hate to admit it, but Solus really came through for us. Now it's just Elganon we have to deal with. Good luck.
We'll keep watch on the city down here.
Just gonna give that a kick, see what's in it. And that's for which of those? Oh, that's a really good one, actually. Kind of a shame I don't really have a means to make use of it.
It's been years since I fought in a battle like this.
The crows defeated the Venatori at the gates, thanks to you and the lords.
The pleasure was all mine. I got to dust off the daggers for good people. Rest up while you can. You'll need it.
It's always interesting hearing this dialogue.
We've all had enough of Elgarnon's tyranny.
Be sure to silence him.
It's always interesting just having these last little final moment before the storm.
What's the matter? Rook, been a hard fight to get here.
And against stranger foes than we imagined.
It's almost the end now.
We have this, Hook. I know it.
Rook, stand firm and watch these Hardings back.
Even the dwarves of Kalshrok.
Go finish this.
Need and knowledge.
I don't actually have anything I want to change the enchantments on quite yet, but I'm going to do a quick little look to see if there's any more characters to speak to before we finish this fight. Doesn't look like
You
it.
must be worried. Get out there and do what you do best.
Oh, no, they all have something to say.
'Tis almost time for this story to end. Are you ready to write the final chapter?
He'll find a way.
Of that, I have no doubt.
The bastard was in my head the whole time. All I could think about was making him happy.
That's messed up.
There's blight flowing through him, and now through me. Rook.
You're not dead yet. And as long as you're still alive, there's hope. For now, hang on. We'll see if there's a way for the Wardens to help you once Elganon is dead.
You can't. That's what I needed to tell you. My connection with Elganon went both ways. I could sense him, his mind, his magic, his life force. He's tied to the Veil. His life is holding the Veil in place.
I felt the Veil weaken when Gillenane fell. I expect that when Solus imprisoned the other gods, he bound them all thus. And now that Elganon is the only one left...
We kill him, and the Veil collapses.
Which is why Solus gave me the dagger. Damn it. He said something about this in that memory of him binding the gods. I thought he was just stealing their magic. I didn't realize he meant it literally. We still have to kill Elganon. So what can we do? Can we tie the Veil to something else to keep it in place?
I doubt any simple substitution would suffice. The Veil was made to be tied to the ancient elven gods.
Then let's tie it to Solus. He's the only elven god left.
Binding him will require drawing his blood with the lyrium dagger.
And I doubt he's going to like the idea.
Cutting him to bind him to the Veil. That's blood magic. We do it if we have to. But only if we have to. What about this?
The dagger we made while you were in the Fade.
Once Elganon is dead, odds are good that Solus will need to do something else to complete his ritual. This dagger looks identical, but it can't cut through enchantments like the real thing. So if he tries to use it...
The backlash of such magic would render him helpless.
Unless he notices. You really want to try a bait and switch on the Dreadwolf?
Is there any chance at all, that he would listen to reason?
Did he listen to you when you spoke with him years ago, Inquisitor?
Varric died trying to reason with him.
As did Mythal when Solus took her power.
We have you, Morrigan. You have Mythal's memories. And we have the essence of the other fragment of Mythal from the Crossroads.
Such power, even fragmented, is not to be taken lightly. Hold it for now, and when the time comes, if you believe the Dreadwolf's heart can be turned from this course, I shall try.
Because of everyone here, and everyone we lost to get here, we've got options for dealing with Solus. For now, let's focus on Elganon. He's in the palace above us. We'll climb the Blight Tendril to get there. Once Solus takes down the Archdemon and renders Elganon mortal, we hit him with everything we've got.
Damn right we do.
Time's running short. Stock up on supplies, pay your respects, and say goodbye to the people you love. Be ready to go when I signal.
We didn't lose anybody. We hit the city that the Antam couldn't conquer and got out clean. We've even got Nev back. We're gaining people.
I'm ready to fight as long as our luck holds out.
Thanks for keeping Harding safe. She takes risks when she gets mad.
Harding takes risks when she gets mad.
She's itching to take a shot at Elgar'nan. And probably Solus.
You're a big reason we got this far, Tosh.
Just point me at the dragons. Hey, listen. You helped me figure out who I was. I'm Mervani. I'm a dragon hunter. My mother didn't like that. But maybe she'd be proud of me anyway.
Shokra to Ebra, Tosh. I know she would.
I'm a better person because of you. So, thanks. Now let's go kick some ass.
I intentionally went no romance for this playthrough. I just wanted to see which pairings would occur if you did.
Oh, it is purest relief to see us all gathered safe and sound. We found Nev again at last. I'd feared the search might take ages. Elgar'nan must fear what we might accomplish once we storm his tower.
I never dreamed a pair of watchers would decide the fate of the Fade. Especially me.
To always watch over the boundaries of death and measure the dreaming sea. The Dread Wolf risks all realms touched by the Fade if he dares let our world be swallowed by that infinite ocean. He is, however, a former spirit. As such, Solus cannot help but listen to appeals to his nature, his yearning for reflection.
I could try talking him down once I find him.
The spirits whisper. One way or another, I believe the Dread Wolf's tale draws to its conclusion. You have been a dear companion, Rook. You accompanied me through death, and were the first to witness my return. I shall never forget that, through the ages that follow.
It's been good traveling with another watcher through all this.
To converse with someone else from the necropolis has been a comfort.
We're far from home, but its gates are always a step away.
How true. Now, let us save the land of the living, that the dead may know peace.
I love... Emmerich is easily one of my favorite characters, just period. Okay, that's the Inquisitor.
You've got this.
Same thing as earlier. There's Lucanis. Oh, we have a merchant.
Lucanis, everything all right?
We have made it here and fared well in the fight. Now we only have to wait. But Spike grows impatient. And then Nev. I thought I'd lost her. I want to give her everything she needs and tear out Elgar'nan's heart this very second. I don't know what to do with myself. This may be the calm before a final storm, but I don't feel it.
I'm on edge myself, so I couldn't expect anyone here not to be.
Perhaps.
It won't be much longer.
Elgar'nan's life is measured in hours. As for Solus, if any deserve to set his fate, it's you. But if it were me, I would not banter. I would not give room for lies and false promises. Find your opening and strike. There has been enough suffering in the wake of this. Whatever happens, my contract was for the blighted gods. Today it is fulfilled.
It's no small feat. How does it feel?
I'll know better when it's more than words. I owe you my life. When I left the ossuary, I knew I could not be the same. What I've managed to reclaim, what I can make of moving forward, I'm in your debt for it. And now, the god dies. We finish a contract, keep a promise. Spite and I are in agreement. You have a pair of demons at your service.
A demon to strike down a god. And I love that that's actually part of why you even choose them. It's Isabel.
I'm helping the Shadow Dragons with supplies while they're short-handed. Go on, pick out something nice.
Okay, let's see what I can get. Oh. Hello there. Suck it, why not? And let's see. Are any of them equipped? I know. But that plus defense against stunned enemies is actually really ridiculous. Because I can pretty easily turn that into an absolute nightmare. Let's see, Crowkeeper. Oh, I can upgrade Lucanis' dagger. Oof. But only one of them. I actually can only upgrade a single companion equipment to legendary, at least as far as the weapons go. Oh shit, it's all of the ones that I couldn't get earlier, too. At this point, it's a very much a might as fucking well thing. Okay, so trinkets don't get any extra effects if you upgrade them to legendary for your allies. Kind of a shame, but oh well. Makes sense, too. And that's, yeah, everything worth noting that I can buy. Let's see.
Of course Solus lied to us. Again. I expect it, and yet I'm surprised every time. But we're chipping away at Elgernon's forces. I thought that was impossible. He commands armies, and he's a god. Or really close to one, anyway. We even got Nev back. I keep thinking, something has to go wrong somewhere. Right?
We know what we're up against. We came prepared. Everyone came together for one purpose. That will carry us through.
Before this ends, in case things don't work out, I want you to know that I'm grateful for you. You believed in me when I couldn't, and you helped me see the strength I always had. Just one final push to the palace. We're so close, Rook.
Allies past and present. All of us united.
Getting to fight beside the Inquisitor again. It's been a long road. I'm ready. Let's finish this.
Honestly, there's actually a decision in the first game that lets you choose to die on your terms or someone else's. Because you can choose at the last step at and around the final boss to either kill the final boss at the cost of your life, let someone else take the kill, or there's a third option too. I'll be right back. And back.
Nev, how are you holding up?
The others told me what happened after I was taken. I've seen reports from the city. They're lost, but more are still standing than I might have bet on. Every person who gets through this is a win.
We're nearly there. We're really doing this.
That was the plan.
Will you be all right? With the Blight?
It's... Look, I won't lie. I can feel it in my blood. Its presence. But I'm fine, or fine enough. I won't sit this out. What happens to me, it's a question for later. What I want now is to tear Algernon from his throne.
When we walk away this time, the job will truly be finished.
Fingers crossed. About damn time. When this is done, I'm not sure where I'll land or what it will look like. We've been through a lot on this one, but if you need a detective, you've got me on your case.
Thanks, Nev.
Oh, and Rook? Don't forget, when the job's done, the fish is on you.
A deal's a deal.
Okay, so that's a dialogue from over 50 hours of gameplay ago, nearly 60 hours of gameplay. And most people aren't going to recall stuff like that, but in the very first outing on Minrathous with Nev, you get a dialogue wheel choice where you go, after this, unlimited fish, on me.
How are you feeling, Bellara?
I've never seen anything like this. The scale of destruction, the devastation. But most everyone's still alive, still fighting. That's more than I could have hoped for, more than I expected. So, okay, I think.
This could have gone a lot worse. I'm glad it didn't.
You're finding the way through. The twisty path. Rook?
What is it?
It's just... everything's gonna be different, you know? No matter what happens here. Solus is better than Elgernon, but if either of them win, the world burns, just with different fuel. But if we win, no more gods. The end of a 1,000-year-old story. If it ends with us outsmarting the Dreadwolf, even better. Thetis is going to change, and we have the power to make sure it's for the better. Let's give this story a happy ending.
Varric liked to say everything was a story. Helped him make sense of all of it.
I always wanted to meet him. He sounded smart and kind.
Yeah, he was.
Rook, thank you.
For what?
For helping me put the ghosts of the past to rest. Now let's go kill a god.
Yeah. See, this is what I love about the game. In final pushes like this, it is very much... And wait. Okay, I talked to Tosh, I talked to Emmerich, I talked... Okay, yeah, that's... standing. I just love that the final battle is. This is where we're ending the story. And, you know, people give this game shit for some gender politicking crap, or that's how they phrase it. Really, those people just... I'm about to say something douchey here, but those people were frankly paying absolutely zero attention to the story. They just heard, oh, someone's having issues with gender identity, herder gender politicking. Rather than it actually being a core part of that character's arc, because identity issues are a very real thing for a lot of people. So every time people spew that kind of shit, I just kind of lose any... Yeah. Every time I hear that kind of shit be spewed by anyone, I just have absolutely no respect whatsoever for that person. Or whatever respect I did have for them just kind of dies a horrible, ugly death there. Oh.
I'm helping the Shadow Dragons with supplies.
Buy for Lucanis from her
Go on, pick out
is an
something
upgrade for something he has equipped. I just need to look through. Yeah, like, if you're going to look at gender politicking in a series where it has no place,
Enjoy the view up there.
in the Dragon Age recipe. As I've stated before, these games had actual gay, bisexual romance options in the very first game, way back in the early 2010s, back when that shit was still taboo and considered wishy-washy, fucking forced inclusivity bullshit. I'm not saying it was. Scenes and things feel organic, but people just, honestly, half the time I feel like they read an article by some site full of gaming journalists that are just trying to stoke outrage that don't have a single fucking clue on how to critically think or look at outrage. Tasha's whole character arc is them coming to terms with how they've been struggling with their identity their whole life, so they wind up being non-binary. And they get help with figuring that out from Nev and Nev's friends.
Any last advice from Mythal?
'Tis a difficult battle you face, but you are among more allies than you know. You have purified the crossroads, uncovered ancient truths lost for ages, and earned the essence of Mythal. You are truly the champion of the Fade. Take this. Should your fight against Elganon grow desperate, invoke the memories of the Dreadwolf's rebels. For you, they will stand against tyranny one last time. There's no fucking way. I refuse to believe that they're going to give me any kind of summon here. Okay, plus max mana. What? Okay. Basically gain every buff in the game here. Okay, details. Gain deflect. Okay, description. Gain quickened, enhanced damage, resistant, deflect, shocking weapons, immovable, and invulnerable. Deflect. The next damage, or the next instance of damage is ignored. It's a one-off invuln. Enhanced damage. Base damage by a percentage. Immovable. Immune to its super armor. Invulnerable. Pretty obvious. Quickened. Pretty standard. Same for resistant. Like, that's actually better than that mana. Or even overflow. The reason why I'm refusing to drop my overflow, though, is because, well, I use overflow. I rely on overflow for an invul non-demand button. But the runes all share the same global cooldown. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that's an item that is explicitly tied to doing the whole of that quest chain. Of all the Dreadwolf's memories and Mythal's essence.
Bad news, everyone. Elganon's forces are gathering outside.
They mean to prevent you from reaching their master.
Our people will set up barricades, and we'll hold the enemy as long as we can. You need to start climbing.
One of us should help.
I'm going with Rook. I want payback. I'll tear Elganon from the city myself.
You go to face a guard, Rook, but any aid you might spare would be welcomed.
Fighting frontline or sieges. I actually know exactly who would be good here. Well, best of luck. Okay. Frontline or in sieges. That actually limits me to Tosh or Harding here. I'm gonna have to pick Tosh.
Tosh, you up for it?
Yep.
We'll be cheering for you, Rook. All my best.
Nev is fixed for this. Oh no, she'll fight separately. Okay, in that case we're gonna take Lucanis. Sadly, with Davrin dead, that means I am in no position to deal with... to apply Overwhelmed unless I do it myself. Or to detonate Weakened. That means I'm gonna have to drop one of my abilities for another. If I can. Cook 'em. Where, guys? Maybe two of them.
It's fine. There's got to be another way there.
Oh. Of course, it throws me into a fight right away, so I can't actually change my own skills. That's fine. They're not. Okay. I don't see more targets, so now I can. I have to keep some kind of... Okay, if I'm gonna have to drop corrupted ground here. For either Storm Surge or Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning is actually the better choice. Plus health, minus max mana. To be fair, if I use this, right? And then swap... Okay, actually, let's see what those other relics I bought do. Let's see, no base defense? Nope. Rally Party, gain Rally Party, but I deal a bunch of reduced damage. Increased cold res, reduced fire res. Meh. It really was just me clearing out the roster. So, if I go back here, just refund some skills again, which in this case I'm going to give up Traumatize. I think I needed to keep... Yeah, I don't actually use charged attacks, like, at all. So I can instead get... Oh wait, I already have the ability that... Right. Okay, now, I just need to take a quick moment to look through the grid to see if there's a couple of things I can use. Grant Deflect after I deal a crit. I actually need to check the crit cons here. This one crits if they're sundered. This one crits if they're bleeding. This one crits if they're low health. But that does actually mean I have the ability to do so. Landing crit with a strike, grants quickened. Blast deals 50% to weapons and armor. Chain Lightning is a projectile strike ability, which means anything that upgrades stuff with projectile or strike. That one will just outright increase all of my duration ability damage with my current build. If I use that, we gain Rally Party, while that increases detonations. That's upgrading blasts, plus bonus damage. I could use that for the bonus there. Let's see, if we go into collateral, we can deal a bit more damage, or we can do the really, really fun one here. Take improved health, and even the odds. Okay, that guy is about to very much be the picture of the reason his team got fucking nuked. Give me your gold! Give me your glory! What the suck just happened there? Also, I remembered something I just griped about earlier on stream. And a 1, and a 2, and a I kill you, and a 3, and a 4, and a wipe the fucking floor. Holy shit. Health is a resource, I'm not afraid to use it. Don't worry, when I get up there, you're going to regret being here. This is one of those builds that just gets stronger the longer the fight drags on, and that's what I love about that.
What do you think the others are doing? And everyone back down below.
They're doing their jobs. We need to focus on reaching the...
I need to change my ult back out because, as I griped earlier, and as I keep forgetting, if you refund anything, it changes your ult out. Doesn't matter if you refund it the ult or respec. If you just refund anything, it's going to just change your ult back to the default one. Which is really fucking obnoxious. Poor Lucanis. That man has said shit so often you'd think he was taking notes from Bear.
Solus knows that as well as we do. Might betray us after, but he'll do whatever it takes to stop them.
Shame, I missed a chest somewhere. Okay, whoever left that lingering shit trail, I want you to understand something. When I get up there, you're fucked. Allow me to demonstrate! True fear is realizing that your enemy isn't just leeching. Watch, I am gaining more health than I'm losing every time I cast it like that. The big suck! I have no qualms admitting I am Chaos Incarnate. Just give me the ability to wreak it. Swear to God, if I get hit by a random flying enemy here. Pal, I'll just keep eating your friend's health. I'm going to be wanted in every plane. You gunnies! Jump them! Actually, scratch that. Because if we detonate that guy right there, that happens. Another one of you punks? Your soul will burn! Oh, I wasn't paying attention. My bad! Kill you later, you monstrous heathen. Hello there! That was awesome, let's do it again!
Contracts to show you.
I'm just going to break everything they own now. Fuck it. Why not? Also, if I give up that overwhelm, I can do a lot more damage out. If I say apply, re-equip Ice Blast instead, which actually that's a CD ability now. Yeah, nah. I'm gonna use Corrupted Ground. I'm gonna go back to using Corrupted here. Just kinda sucks that if you kill Davrin off, you get Davrin killed. This is definitely the final push, or a boss arena.
The throne room. Knowing Elganon, we'll find him there.
Rook!
You made it.
The Blight. Elganon's using the Magisters to control it. Just like he used me. They're using it against Solus. We have to help or he won't last.
How do you know?
I can hear it. I can feel what it wants.
The Blight.
Get to the throne room. I know how to help Solus.
Out of habit, I have to prioritize those. They don't just double at, or they don't just serve as annoyances, they serve as enemy spawners. And Ogre games, that's 3 of them. Yeah, see, you're invincible while you're in the middle of ult like this. And once I thinned...
More than ready.
Let's finish this.
And once I thinned that herd by a lot. It would actually be smarter right now to refund the one that turns Ice Blast. It would actually be smarter to remove this so that I can actually fire it basically as an on command or at will to combine like that bonus damage versus armor, or even shocking weapons on debt would be smart here. Hell, even... Nah, that one won't help, because we're about to walk into the final boss, I think. So yeah, actually, we're gonna take... I could also use that for quick swapping to my staff to blast out a bit more damage, or use that to increase my cold damage period. Yeah, see? I have to wait for... Oh wait, no. Ice Blast was what I had. Wait, what? Character... No, it still has its cooldown. It just costs some mana because of one of my other abilities. To be frank, it really should be a one or the other thing, but oh well. See, it's making it seem like there's something right behind there. And there clearly really isn't. Place these at some point. Audio is cutting out from them. Or maybe I just shifted wrong and messed with the wheel. The volume wheel.
Such arrogance, thinking you can hide from your creator. And I am this world's creator. Every pointed spire and warding enchantment in this city is a child's unwitting imitation of the empire I built. I would have restored the glory. Your lives are too brief to remember.
I saw Demeter's Crossing and Weishaupt, and everywhere else you've left your mark. I didn't see any glory. All I saw was a tyrant destroying everything he touches.
You mistake discipline for cruelty, a failing among those who lack a master's gentle guidance. We only destroyed because you resisted. In the new empire, every child would have blossomed under my protection. And Gillenane, my brilliant sister, would have forged the Blight into a tool of beauty. But she is dead. And all we have is this. Because of you.
Here it comes. We're actually going to use both of these. I highly doubt he's going to be something I can stagger. Oh, he can. Oh, cool. He's one of those bosses. The kill zone type, as I refer to. Nothing I do matters, huh? Wanna say that again? Fuckface? Can't hear you over the sound of your first phase losing its health faster than anything on this planet could have anticipated.
While my dragon thrall lives, I am invulnerable. Yet still you fight. Pathetic.
Man, look at all these stacks of damage. That's right. A moment short of glory.
The Dread Wolf cannot save you. He cannot even save himself. Now you understand that none may stand against me. Those who try stand alone. I am the Lord of the day and the night. Yield to me and I will show you mercy. Look at you. Your failures. You failed to save the wardens at Weishaupt. You fled in terror at Arlathan.
We killed Gillenane.
You have nothing. No army, no dragon, no thralls.
I've got a team, and that's all I need.
I have bound the souls of dragons. I have slain titans and broken the will of God.
You haven't broken me.
Okay, this is clearly a scripted part. I dealt so much...
Damn it.
Welcome back.
You did as well as anyone could have, but you cannot deny the truth.
I just skipped a couple of... Or I dealt so much damage that the boss had to enter phase 2 of the fight already. But this is the part where it gets insane. assuming direct control.
Let them go. I gave you this power, girl.
There's no way this doesn't kill her.
This is my city.
Impossible.
Right for the fucking throat. And the light left that thing's blighted eyes.
You are mortal, Elganon. Enjoy it while it lasts.
If you will not bow, you will burn.
I honestly kind of expected that to turn into a QTE clash. Yeah, I know, right?
Your recalcitrance has doomed every pathetic creature in existence.
Oh, watch this. I am about to give this man one of the worst days of his fucking life. Like, look at how much health he's already lost. I can deal a lot more if I just go beep. There's a reason why I'm chaining these three in particular. And that's specifically for that bonus damage.
There is no light save my glory, no refuge save my shadow, no desire save my perfected intention.
Ah, keep talking shit. Pal. And you're about to die screaming. I swear to God, if I get a kill with the thrown dagger, I'm going to shit. Ah, finisher. Yep. I had to. I refuse to let the monologue. I'm the shoot the bitch type. Well, that brings back memories. Yeah, but he was monologuing about how he'd wipe us off the face of the planet.
It is done. The world owes you a debt, both for defeating Elganon and for bringing down the Veil. I am sorry for this final betrayal, but I will do what I can to minimize the damage. When you see the old world restored, please, Rook. I do not wish to fight against you.
I'm going to hope this works. Spirit of reflection.
But I don't want to see the world go through even more pain on top of what Elganon has done. Do you?
This world is broken, Rook, because of my mistakes.
This is why you had to use me to escape the prison. It's made from regrets, and you're trapped in yours.
You cannot understand the...
Destroying everything won't erase your mistakes. You have a chance right now to save the world. Bind yourself to the veil and stop it from falling.
I cannot. To stop now would dishonor those I have wronged to come this far.
Even if those you wronged asked you to stop?
Inquisitor.
You were my friend. We saved the world together once. Can't we save it one more time?
Inquisitor, I am sorry. But I cannot. Long before we met, I failed my oldest friend. She died for that failure. If I leave the veil in place, I am destroying the world she wanted. And I will have... She will have died for nothing.
And whose fault is that, Dreadwolf?
Morrigan.
One appellation among many, I wear. I have been advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, daughter of Flemeth, and once, long ago, an old friend.
Mythal lives on in her, and in this.
Mythal.
I pulled you from the Fade you loved and sent you into war. I used your wisdom as a weapon, and it broke you.
The things that I have done
are not for you alone to bear, my friend. The many wrongs we did together. I release you from my service.
You are free to find a better way.
My life force now sustains the veil. With every breath I take, I will protect the innocent from my past failures. The Titan's dreams are mad from their imprisonment. I cannot kill the Blight, but I can help to soothe its anger.
I just chose the most emotionally jarring option I could, I'm gonna be honest here.
And seek atonement. Thanks to you, I now can see the way.
So, it might have been in one of my streams, it might have been something I did off-stream too, but it's revealed that Solus, as an ancient elven god, was a spirit that took a physical form. What that means is he can't stay dead. realistically, he cannot die permanently in the universe lore. So what I just did with that option was not just inflict maximum emotional damage at the very end on him. For as long as he exists, the veil stays in place. So not only did we just completely fuck his plan up, we basically tied him to eternity as a concept. Or rather, made the infinite existence of a spirit the reason the veil stays in place. He is a spirit of reflection, first and foremost. Wisdom and reflection. Basically, yeah. Oh, she's still breathing. She's still alive. I honestly thought she would have died there. Oh, and she's not blighted anymore either. The lack of blackened veins, as well as her eyes being back to brown. Considering there was only one sacrifice along the way, technically two, I'd call that a hell of a win. And that was definitely the last chapter. What?
Elgar'nan and Gillenang dead, and Solus off to fix his mistakes and right an ancient wrong. It looked like one of the biggest stories this world had ever seen was finally drawing to a close.
The story of the Veilguard, a team of heroes who stood strong against evil, no matter the cost. Whatever it takes. But whenever one story ends, another begins.
Like the story of the Grey Wardens, clearing the remains of the Blight so that the flowers can grow again.
Or the story of Arkandorian Parvus, fighting to bring Minrathous out from under Venatori rule.
Or the story of a caretaker, standing watch for new heroes.
For the Antivan Crows, it would be a story of liberation from invaders and usurpers alike, as Treviso threw off its shackles.
Among the Veil Jumpers, the fall of the last elven gods meant Arlethan was reborn.
At their heart, stories are about change.
A man exploring worlds beyond mortal existence.
A woman protecting Docktown at all costs against an unknown future.
An assassin and a demon, pursuing justice for the sake of the future.
A student of history, helping the elves regain what they lost.
A dragon hunter forging a new life for themselves.
Or the Griffins, returning to the Grey Wardens.
Or the Dwarven people, rediscovering their lost magic and their connection to the stone.
And we will always be grateful to those whose stories brought us where we are today. And those whose stories will live on with us forever.
And there we are. The credits. Interesting how there's the faction symbol by a couple of them. Grey Wardens and Lord of Fortune. Shadow Dragon right there. Mortalitasi, Mornwatch. Antivan Crows. Veil Jumpers. I typically tend to avoid watching the full creds like right here. At least this one has an X16 fast forward option. I don't want to skip in case there's something right at the end. But I also just don't want to read all of this shit. I will say the music is pretty good though. It's gonna be around here they tell us what the song is. So what I find interesting about the game is if you pick a no romance run and you advance character quest lines enough, characters will pair off themselves. Tosh will pair off with Harding, which is definitely a size difference. And Lucanis and Neb will pair off. Makes me question then if I'd seen Emmerich's through, but chose the other path where he didn't become a Lich, if he and Bellara would have paired off. Because it's something I could believe this game doing. It's a decision I'll make on my next playthrough. And you know, that was after 70 hours. Doing every side quest and objective I could find, sans like one Evanirus statue. So that's basically a full collectibles run of the game. Well... Sorry, was looking at my coffee cup. Forgot I'd already emptied the damn thing. So, I'll be right back. Gonna pause the credits just to see if I... Oh, I might have looked down too long. But gonna pause just in case we can see the song. and that was Morrigan. She has shown up in every game to date. And because of default world state being a thing, it's abundantly clear that the canonical route for the end of Origins is the main character dying to take the archdemon with them. Dear Lord Almighty. House of Cool. And there's the bot guys. Damn, I didn't see the song.
The storm quelled. The sun dimmed. The wolf defanged. At last, we have balanced. Guided. And soon, the poisoned fruit ripens. We come.
That implies the intent for a post-game DLC, because most of the games do have such a thing, or mid-game DLCs. I kind of hope there's a bit of both. But I also hope that they add what is effectively a golden route. A means of ending the game with oh yeah, this one's this one's funny. Like, I'm actually going to boot this character up because this was the one I intended. Alright. I completely forgot that I picked this particular route. So the game splits its saves across your characters, which is different from one of the prior ones. Or several of the prior ones. This is the part where I'm going to be an asshole.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Okay, so this is the fun one. He remembered you took a verbal pot shot.
Depending on the story. And what story shall we tell now?
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
This is the fun one. Behold.
I stopped you, didn't I?
You disrupted the ritual.
Yeah, I did. Even though I'm nowhere near as powerful as you.
Your plan is to tell me how powerful you aren't?
Back in the Grey Wardens, I was with a group of recruits outside this village, dealing with the Darkspawn incursion. Our orders were to wait for reinforcements, but we knew that by the time they arrived, everyone in that village would be dead.
So you led your team of recruits in any way, collapsing the tunnel and saving the village.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that powerful opposition doesn't frighten me. I find a way to get the job done, whatever it takes.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven Gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
Okay. Part.
I don't understand. Elgernon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the Elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
The rest of the Blight is in prison? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth, and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, It is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elganon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
Sorry if that's a bit loud. I don't savor my drinks very often.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted murderous monsters.
Agreed. Elganon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganon and Gillenane.
You want me to pick fights with tyrants and bullies? Sounds fun.
I gave no orders. All I offer are suggestions.
I'm on it. What else?
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
I really do wish that stuff like cosmetics and shit carried over between playthroughs, but because my wardrobe right now is just going to be limited to whatever I found here. And as you can see, there is a lot of options. Oh yeah, always pick up scrolls when you find them. Wait, I missed one of them? Okay. Right. I discovered earlier that the gold is semi-scaled, or at least kind of. So now I have to figure out which of these was the one I ignored. Dwarf! Stocky! Short. Still somehow jumps like a grown-out human. Okay. If it's this one, all I have to do to figure it out is actually check up and to the right out here. If you read here, I guess this chest got lost in the fade and someone shepherded it to our doorstep. Is it just me, or does the armor look somehow familiar? Like something an old friend would wear. Now, when I kick this open, you will understand why I put emphasis on Shepard. Spectre of battles past. Paragon of leadership. I actually do own the... Okay, yes, it was this one. And that means all I have to do is correct the one over there and I'll have it set up. So, anyways. Obviously, that is a straight Mass Effect reference, and I do own the Mass Effect collection on this system. And it's because of that things... Honestly, I have to say, having tried the collection of the games, I like the second the best. Just outright.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you lead a few misfit recruits and push back one of the biggest darkspawn hordes I've ever seen.
Just needed to find the right strategy.
And no other warden found it. You stopped that horde. Had to drop a town hall on it, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
Your old friend is kind of an asshole, Varric.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall while the two of you get into it. Solus fought a rebellion against Elgar'nan and Gillenane. He didn't want to be a god. But he's also a lot older and more powerful than any of us. He looks at us like we're toddlers.
So how do I deal with him?
Well, act like you're as smart as he is, and he'll be insufferable. Show him you respect his age and experience, and he'll remind you he's just a man. Honestly, pick whichever of those pisses you off less.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You sent him to the wardens, right?
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. I wish I could be out there with you, Rook. Just be careful, all right?
Yeah, no, like, I love this game, I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's some peeves, some bugs, some issues here and there. What doesn't have it? I just wish people would quit reading like 2 articles on the internet and basing their whole opinion on it. Or watch all of a single trailer and enforce some narrow-minded view about half the shit on it.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Valara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin. Their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
It's a fancy name. Can he back it up?
That's the question. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the Crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
This is great. Thanks, Nev.
It's what I'm here for.
You said the Crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority.
Won't help and can't be trusted. Which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
I get the feeling you have a lot of dramatic stories.
1 or 2.
So we talked to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Valara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
You know, considering how long these things have lasted, I'm actually impressed. Because these are like 2 or 3 years old. They are extremely low budget. Alright, I have to do this one, then I can track the other two.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it. Mostly, mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us. Freedom of ways. I wonder...
If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Either you found some way to get into the lighthouse without us seeing, or you've been here all along. Not sure which one worries me more.
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Okay, I'm actually going to save and call that there for the moment. I will be back either later or maybe even as soon as Friday. Thanks anyone who came by. I will catch you all later.